Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and this is the Girl Miss Yarn. In this channel, I share a lot about my life, thrifting, sewing, cooking, all that, vlogging. But I mainly talk about knitting, and today I'm going to do a project focus video featuring the Me Oh My Tea by Park Williams. So let's get to it. To do a little disclaimer because it's important. I have opinions, we all know that, and I am not going to apologize for the fact that I have opinions. I pay for my own pattern with my own money, and I pay for my own yarn with my own money, so I have opinions about them. I try my best to be very respectful, and I actually accept comments with different opinions, and I try always to reply very respectfully, and that's it. So I want to put that out there because I know every time I sit down and talk about a pattern or a designer, I get a little bit of heat. And I mean, if we all like the same things, will it be fun? No, it will not be fun. You will go to an ice cream shop and we all be vanilla. Okay, no, I like my chocolate chip mint, whatever, you know what I mean. And you should be in that ice cream display, okay? Your opinion counts. Anyway, so I try my best to bring you not just my opinion, but base it or kind of like support it with info. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's start by talking about Park Williams. I started to follow her in 2018 when I actually bought, I think, her third or fourth pattern, the RBG sweater. I knitted that sweater with my friend Anna. We were Twinkies back then, or we still knit Twinkie style, but we use the same yarn, the whole thing. I love that pattern so much because it's just kind of like an elevated classic. I did it in a white color work contrasting yarn, and then it was black, the main fabric, and I love the neckline. It was something. I went on her Ravelry to check, you know, her other patterns, and it kind of like I really caught myself smiling when I started to read her bio. So she described herself as an actor living in Chicago, and she is an knitwear designer. She added a paragraph with all her favorite things, and I think that was so clever because in some way, if you read it, you're gonna feel connected to her, and I think that connection is important sometimes. Just so, I don't know, I feel like we don't see that often, that connection, you know. I feel this knitwear designers are very business-like these days, and they do a lot of curated things for their Instagram and also for their bio. But when I look into the rest of the bio, which she added her astrology card and her enneagram, and she also added what the goals that she has for us, which I thought it was so cute. And I'm gonna read it. It says, I want to give people permission to create and play. Thank you, Mom. First and foremost, I want knitting my patterns to be fun and feel like you are making something truly special. When I went down and I checked her entire, you know, portfolio of patterns, I found like some playfulness there. I found that her patterns were not, I don't know, I feel like they were more organic. Maybe they're coming from her own exploration of what she needs in her wardrobe, or what she's thrown to, or you know what, thrown to, I cannot say that word. What you know, what she is craving for, let's put it that, what she's craving for in her wardrobe, what she's craving to knit. When I look into, you know, everything that she has published, there's not a set aesthetic there, and coming from an artist, I appreciate it. But she plays a lot with different silhouettes, textures, colors, so there's a lot for everybody there. And I will say, to be honest, she is more into a younger generation. Her hashtags use a lot of like teens and things like that, so I know this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, I feel like she is more into a younger generation. Her hashtags use a lot of like teens and things like that, so I know this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit younger for some of us, but I don't know, this may be a little bit I'm 47. I love crop tops, so let's get into the me oh mighty shenanigans. So you guys know I've been trying my best to grow my summer knit stack, and I think this is gonna be my last. If not, I will have 1 or 2 more, but I think this color and this entire thing can be wear year-round. Actually, I don't gravitate toward this color, and I'll have to be very honest, I didn't enjoy the process, although I love, you guys know I have issues with the process, okay? I have issues, okay? Just I have issues, okay? But when I put this on, when I wore it, I was like, yes, good decision. But what got me, what grabbed my attention to this pattern? Number one, I was looking for a crop, simple, no design, knit top, and I mean, hello, perfect. The description was it, so let me read it for you. It says the Me Oh My Tee is your classic everyday t-shirt, but with an added cut-off crop element inspired by my best friend Maya and her tendencies to take scissors to all her favorite knits. Knit from the bottom up at a fairly tight gauge and emulated set-in sleeve, this tee will quickly get added to your go-to t-shirt rotation. So number one, it reminded me of Stella. My daughter does cut everything that she buys when she thrift things. She cut them and she rocked them with like pants, cut off jeans, like, you know. Does it look young? Probably. I do wear her crop top stuff. I'll have to say, I'm 47, but I believe I'm like 17. Which is funny because when I was 17 and I had abs, okay? Abs! I hated to show my belly. So with age come confidence, and I show my rolls like there's no no problem. So I do actually wear a lot of high-waisted pants and skirts, and I thought this was gonna be perfect addition to my knits, to my tops, because I'm not a fan, and you guys know I knit quite cropped, so I'm not a fan. So I wanted something quite simple, and I think I got the perfect pattern. So this pattern is instant download from Ravelry. I paid $8 for it, and I got a cute little email, and I printed my pattern, which has a cute little drawing on the front. I love this because I put this on sleeves and I have it on binder. So yeah, I used to throw this away, and now I don't, because I want to keep the information that I add on to this patterns. It's important. We do that a lot in sewing and not too much on knitting, or I don't hear about it at all. Let's just keep on going. This pattern is to size 28 bust to 60 bust or chest, because it's unisex, and it's from extra small to 5XL. And I love that she gives you a picture of them wearing the tops, and then also she gives her bust or chest measurement, which is 35 for parks, and she's wearing a size small, which is it's intended for a size 32 chest. Her friend is wearing a large, which it's supposed to fit a size 40 bust, but she is actually 44. So also I checked the yarn that she used for this tops, and they're 100% cotton. Important that if you are going to substitute this DK weight yarn for a wool or a wool blend, you want to know how that fabric after knitted, if you want to do a little gauge swatch, behave, because definitely cotton is going to have, like I said a couple of videos ago, no elasticity, so if you're going to use wool, definitely it will melt or mold into your body better, but it will also actually probably grow a little bit, so take that in consideration when you take or when you choose a sizing. Let's move on to construction, and I know what you're gonna say is bottom up. I mean, hello. I actually have changed how I feel about bottom up sweaters. I'm gonna tell you why. I have finally cracked the code on how to read and knit at the same time. So stockinette for me is my friend. I actually enjoy if it's like top down sweater, all the increases, or we have any kind of lace or anything. I enjoy it so much. When we separate for the sleeves, if we are top down, this part is always a slug, but now that I read and knit, it's a little bit better. This time I felt like it was such a slug. I wanted to go faster, but the yarn was not cooperating with me. That's another thing we're gonna talk later. So I struggled a little bit, but at the same time when I separate for the sleeves, it was like game on, you had my attention, let's do it. So make sure that if you want to add any kind of length to it, check on you, like try it before you add. Notice that she gives you schematics, and from here to here is 9.5, I think it was, and then from here to here 7. So I took my measurements, and we have negative ease, but we have some ease here. So thank you for doing a great job. Anyway, so then after you finish the body, you move to the back, and then you have some shaping here on the armhole. Thank you. On both sides, and then you go up the way up. And I was surprised, and I was actually waiting for a little bit of short rows right here to add a little bit of fabric to this area here, but we didn't add that. So then you move to the front, and the same thing, you add or you take away some stitches for the armhole shaping, and you work until you get here, and then this is a breeze. Same thing, no short rows or any kind of shaping up there, which I actually thought it was yeah. This pattern is from 2020. I bet she have grown as a designer for, you know, like she had like 3 years of and 20 something patterns after, so taking it easy on her. I'm taking it easy. In all honesty, I actually struggle a little bit with picking up the neck band because I wanted it a little bit more information. I did several things. I did put a pin right in here, and then I subtracted how many you know, stitches I had, and I tried to make sure that I had half of the stitches from here to here, because sometimes I was trying to, you know, go from here to this other side and have half of the stitches, but it didn't work. So I did a couple of things, but I finally was able to make it work. And then the rib, it's done in the smallest size needle, size US 3, and then you do like a little small rib. It's not too big, which I didn't do a twisted rib or nothing like that. She suggests that you do stretchy bind up, and I did that for the rib on the neck, and thank God, because you guys know I have a problem always with the cast off. And then you pick up for the sleeves, and then please don't pay attention to that because I actually weave my ends and I forgot that I had a little bit of that out there. So pick it up the sleeve, the same problem. I was like, what is going on? But you pick all your stitches, and then you knit all the way till here, and then you start working in short rows for a couple rows, just to get that cap sleeve look, and I loved it. I have to say, I was not impressed with the actual knitting of the pattern, but the finished product is so beautiful. So Very nice pattern, perfect for a beginner. If you want something quite simple, maybe you can whip this out without a pattern, but a great pattern to say the least. Let's move to the yarn. Okay, so let's talk about the yarn. I use Berroco Remix Light DK weight yarn in the color 6968. This is like a grayish green. Love this color. It's not my aesthetic, it's not my color scheme, but I was the place that I went to get this yarn suggested that I use this one and try it on or try it out. And this one has 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk. A lot. Like that's a blend. Okay, they blended all of things. I got 2 skeins and I paid $13 per skein. It has a velvety kind of feel to it. It's yeah, I will just describe it as velvety. It's just have a little grip there, and it has some flecks of yellow, so it's kind of like a little, I don't know, it reminded me of like jean fabric or whatever. And I didn't like this yarn at all. I'm gonna tell you why. I use my Addies. I have an Addie, an Addie set and Chiago set, and I thought because we had that velvety and it's a little bit grippy, it didn't slide, or I was not able to go as fast as I wanted it because it was just like I was battling with it. I use wood needles, worst. I use metal needles. I struggled. I even use acrylic needles, and that was okay. I will have to say a little bit better, but not it as well. And I wish somebody will come up with some bougie ass sparkly pink acrylic needles with a very nice cord, or if you know of any nice set that I need in my life, just let me know, because I love to knit with acrylics. I know. And with mohair and acrylic, and this kind of blends, they just glide. So I washed it and I dried it in the sun. It was 105 degrees yesterday and it dried in 2 seconds. It did actually got really soft, and at the same time feels a little kind of like cozy, a little, I don't know, it just feels like meaty. So I actually love the actual end up fabric after washing, but the actual progress was not enjoyable. When I washed it and I blocked it, it didn't stretch out, so perfect, thank you. And I wanted to use something that it was not 100% cotton, because you guys know I have issues with it, but I had even more issues with this one. So it was, no. I will say it's a great price, but yeah, no, not for me. I was not able to go fast. I don't want it to go fast, especially stuck in it, especially in this slug. I mean, hello. So that's it. I want to clarify that this yarn was amazing, and for the price is really good. I just felt like I wanted some speed in my life. But let's talk about overall cost, okay? So I used 2 skeins or 125 grams of this yarn, and I paid $13 per skein for a total of $26 plus tax. And then I paid $8 for the pattern, and I have a total of $34 for this sweater. I mean, hello. Yes, under budget. I'm trying my best to knit with things that are more accessible for everybody, that you know, I want to give you guys my honest opinion. I was not a fan. I was a fan of the final product. the entire thing. I would say I was a fan of the final product. I think that's it for me today. Next week, I don't know what I'm going to share. I have a couple of videos coming that I will take you through sewing a garment, because I get a lot of, I don't know how to sew, I don't know this and that, and I want to do the Mary Lisa version on how to sew. Okay, you got this, you can do it. This is going to be the first advice I'm going to say. Like, I do it, you can do it, because I've been sewing for 40 plus years and I made the most stupid mistakes. So it's all about the steps, okay? Just saying, not the experience. But also I want to knit with you guys, do like a vlog style of some accessories that I want to do. I wanted to make this one again. I love this one, but I don't want the same thing, and I got this yarn for that. Hot pink. So that's that. And then I also have bought some inexpensive, I will say, yarn to make some day swatches to see if I can use this yarn to make that Tuesday little bag. I have been looking for yarn for that bag for so long, and I don't want to use wool because I don't want it to stretch. So I thought about this, and if I use this, I need how many grams? No, I need like 2, and this is $2.99. So I would try. Let's do that. Let's do blog style. Let's do some accessories together. Just let me know in the comment below, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Happy knitting.